completely new mode. And what we're seeing here is our new map, Exile. This is probably the largest map we've shown so far, and features lots of vehicles and ordnance. You can play it on the show floor, and we have our multiplayer devs here, Doug, Will, and Kate, demoing. What Doug's going to do here is demo the new capturing the flag, or pick up the flag experience.
Carrying flag.
And a lot just happened there. Telling the story of a multiplayer match is really through player roles, and the flag carrier we knew was deep in Halo, but as we were rebuilding the experience, we really wanted the flag carrier to just be the ultimate badass. And so right away we had some music kick off, a clear indication of what's going on the top with our new UI that sort of an individual presentation layer for every role you're taking in the match. He's also got a magnum.
I like to call it the Flagnum. It's kind of sweet. I think you're noticing a lot of other new UI elements as well, Kevin. You've seen it before. We have the map ordnance as well. You can see some of the ones in the distance actually show up with a different opacity than the ones that are closer to you.
Yeah, definitely. We're seeing the ordnance around the map that's showing up. There's a new saw on the left you can go after, but Doug's job right now is the flag carrier, is to deliver that flag. So you can see the deliver icon on the left. That shows up just for him and
A flag jumps.
Protect your medal.
Kill their carrier.
So as Doug's earning these extra points now, he's really taking a much bigger role in the scoring system. We're going to talk more about this.
Flag capture. Protect your flag.
Another big dynamic that's changed after the flag is your flag no longer has to be at home to score, and we've changed the return logic. So you're getting the return is set on a strict timer, and that sort of sets the whole stage for the map and controlling this flag return area. This is the Goshawk, one of our new vehicles, and we're going to show off a teamwork medal here.
Flag reset.
This is a very live demo. What's awesome about that medal is every player in that Warthog just earned that one. So it's a really great way of rewarding teamwork, and we're looking for these fun and exciting things that players are doing naturally and finding new ways to reward them. So Doug's driving here, and he also gets the deliver nav point, which is an example of our customized presentation layer for each player.
Capture assist.
And the flag driver assist, which is another new medal. And here's our Banshee. I think we're ready for the next mode.
Yep. So actually, we're going to show off a couple of the new vehicles. This is the Banshee, which is a returning favorite, but we've made quite a few changes from Halo Reach's iteration. Josh, I wonder if you could talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of things that we did with the Banshee. We slowed down some of the Banshee tricks just to make it a little bit easier to track when it's in the sky. We also made the pulse cannons that fires plasma cannons a little bit more effective. And that's just because, when you think about the expanded, or all the expansions and changes to the sandbox, you've got all the players have sprint, they're moving much faster, so that makes it a little easier to take those players down. But also when you think about the Banshee, which has been at various times extremely dominant in Halo matches, you have to think about all of those expansions that we've made to the sandbox with the addition of things like plasma pistol and loadouts and other things. So we've tuned all of the vehicles in the game with that larger sandbox in mind.
And the Banshee's not the only returning favorite vehicle. I think you may have seen the tank, the Scorpion underneath here. I think Doug's going to switch over and show off some of the changes to that vehicle as well. First thing you notice, Looks brand new model. It's got new audio. And the secondary turret's actually been improved quite a bit from previous games. And as Josh mentioned, that was one of those balancing acts to kind of acknowledge all the new sandbox options, like plasma grenades, other things, plasma pistols that people have at their disposal. If Doug can shoot in the distance real quick with the big turret grenade cannon. See, in addition to the new audio, it was actually a little bit of a ballistic arc drop, so at extreme distances you really have to account for drops of the shell. And so it's a little more difficult to hit at extreme distances and helping to balance out so you're just not constantly getting hit by tank over and over again while you're just trying to find some cover on the map.
Yeah, we also made some changes to the handles just to kind of, it's almost like a right?
Yeah, we've gone back a little bit more to the Halo 3 style of handling compared to Halo Reach. If you remember, you sort of had to do some clunky kind of played Street Fighter, kind of Hadouken kind of stick movements to be able to turn in tight corners. And so that was something we sort of went back to more of the style of Halo 3 with the tank as well. So that's just two of the vehicles that are returning. This time we're actually going to switch over to a different mode and we'll show off something that we haven't shown publicly before. And so the guys are just going to switch it out. And so while they're getting set up, we're going to kind of set up what we're going to be showing, and Kevin's going to talk a little bit about what we're going to see in this mode we're going to show off.
Talk about the mode before we show it. That's even more fun. Yeah, so this is another classic mode that we're about to show you. It kind of fits with the same way we were looking at Capture the Flag and really defining it as a new mode. So with Oddball, we were definitely looking at finding it a new place for it, or finding a really good home for it in our matchmaking playlist. It did really well in previous Halo games as a free-for-all mode, and it was a great multi-team experience in Reach. But we really never felt a really great team experience because it's sort of the keep-away aspect of Oddball. So one big addition, which we're about to demo here, is throwing.
Oh.
We teased that just a little bit back at San Diego Comic-Con, but we're going to show it off in action. As the guys load into this game, we can go ahead and switch back over to the gameplay feed.
So I'll fill you in quickly on the setup for it. It's 5-on-5 Oddball, really focused on team experiences, and we've set up our hopper to be just that. And all the maps and experiences that it's set up on are sort of balanced and tuned specifically for this mode.
Hold a ball to earn points. Hold a ball to earn points. Do it.
A little audio like that. So, as you can
You have the ball. First touch.
There's also a whole new set of medals for Oddball, so players are going to earn points for medal points and individual points for holding the ball longer, but also throwing them and passing them to their teammates.
Long.
Oddball was already kind of like the ultimate game of keep away, and now we're just taking that to sort of extreme level.
And the way I looked at it on CTF, we've got these really established sort of objective lanes players are going through. When in Oddball, the whole map becomes this really dynamic playground to, as it's describing, keep away the ball. It's thrown just like a grenade, so if you can throw a grenade, you can throw an Oddball.
You have the ball.
Catching it's a bit more difficult.
Long bomb.
Assassination.
And of course, you're not just throwing it to teammates as well.
All assassinations.
You have the ball. Long bomb.
Man, they got really good at catching it on the last couple of days.
Yeah. They've been practicing quite a bit.
Ball thrown. You have the ball. Long bomb.
This epic game of keep away continues.
Yeah, and that's Oddball.
All right, that's Oddball. So we're not gonna end it quite there. We actually do have one more mode we wanted to show off here today. And while we're setting that up, I think we have a little background and story Josh wants to share with us about what you're about to see.
Yeah, so last year we did the Halo Fest panel, and right after we kind of finished that up, and I was getting off the stage, I got completely cornered by Goosecheka from Gripball Hub, and so she asked me, what can you tell me about Gripball and Halo 4? And of course, we're working on tons of different things, and we're not able to talk about it. And so I was like, I can't really say anything except for we really like Gripball. But here today, we're going to be able to show for the very first time Gripball in Halo 4. Ballers from Gripball Hub, and they're going to help us demonstrate some of the new mechanics in
So some things to touch on in Gripball. It's again a new mode for Halo 4, and it's got full customization. It's just for Gripball. So all the Forge stuff we've shown off so far is completely compatible, and we're about to load onto the Gripball court on Forge map. This is a very small portion of the Forge map. There's an entire... There's a big world outside, in addition to this empty...
Just gonna plug that back in, we should be alright.
Technical difficulties.
Let's hope. There we go.
So this is also the first time we've shown off the new hammer. And there's our grip. So just in oddball, you can also throw in Gripball. And we've been working closely with the Gripball teams to really sort of hone and create this relationship between the sword, the ball, and the hammer. And I've always seen it as a rock, scissors, paper, but it's so much deeper than that. And as their skills are about to show off, it really shows in the gameplay. So it also benefits from the new UI, and we get nice, clear kill indicators. And we'll see if we can demo a score here. As I go to the other. One more thing about the Gripball is we've changed the scoring to be much faster paced. The ball will now reset at the beginning, and this is one of the new things we could do is it's its own mode. And there it goes. There's a score.
Another thing that Kevin was talking about before is the whole element of you have the gravity hammer and the sword. In action. That actually plays an important role in ball control in Gripball this time around. Kevin, I wonder if you can talk about that a little bit.
Absolutely. As we build Gripball, we've been learning and creating more of these tricks, and there's going to be many, many more that come. But one of the first ones we've looked at is the sword snatch. So with the sword snatch, you have a choice of hammering the enemy carrier or taking the more risky approach of using the sword. The benefit for the sword is they don't kill you first. The best part about these guys, they always play. It's just you can't script it.
You can't shut the competitive nature
No,
out.
they're always on competitive. So we'll see the sword try to go for a kill here. And you'll notice as soon as you kill them, the sword takes the ball away. So it adds a big dynamic. If you were to hammer him, the ball usually goes flying. The next one I want to show off.
And it makes a really loud thud, too.
So in Gripball, there's really two ways to pass the ball. The throw, which is similar to the oddball throw, just like a grenade. But if you really want to get the ball down court fast, they've mastered the hammer pass, which we can't do yet, but they are amazing at it. And it can very quickly, as you see, smash the ball across the court. Do a jump catch, too. I'm pretty impressed by that one. A few more tricks that are still developing are the boost and a few other long throws, and I think we'll get another 30 seconds or so of gameplay to see here. There it is.
You really got to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's Gripball. So thank you everyone for Gripball Hub for coming out. And at this time we do have one more thing we did want to share with everyone today. So if we can come back to the slide deck. Bye Gripball. Thanks Gripball Hub. Thank you very much.
Well, just a talked a lot about storytelling and character design and all that. One thing we didn't touch on was kind of the whole other half of storytelling, which is audio. Tajin, our audio director, is literally chained to his desk right now, finishing out the audio on the game, so he couldn't be here, but that is a really, really vital component of all of our storytelling goals. So I just wanted to send a shout out to Tajin and the audio team. You guys may have heard, we are working on this web series, Halo 4 Forward Unto Dawn. I wanted to show you guys just a quick little thing today. It's what we call a vignette. It's kind of a tease for the series, and really what the series is about is it's kind of looking at the Halo universe with a little bit of a different lens than we've looked at with the games, and it's live action. It looks at just that moment when the human covenant war is just starting, and it gives you a glimpse into a character named Thomas Lasky and a few other characters. Commander Lasky is a really pivotal character in Halo 4, both in the campaign and in the Infinity series, and so it's something we're very excited about. We wanted to show you this little clip. I will say that we're showing it early. It will actually release on Machinima next week, and we ask that you, and my team knows when I say ask, I actually mean do, but I ask that you guys not film this part because